Well, welcome back to our channel. You are here because you probably want to put a new blade in your table saw. New blade like this. Well, you're at the right place because I'm going to show you how I did it. So give this video a thumbs up on your way in and let's try to figure this out together. I'm working on a project back here, you can see, putting in new posts and giving my front porch a facelift. I need to use my table saw. Well, guess what? My blade is dull. Now, I'm sure you've seen the video of I made a lighted cross out of some old vintage wood I had laying around and I hit some nails. I thought I had all the nails out, but I messed up the blade. So how hard is it to change this out? Well, finish watching the video and you'll find out how easy or how hard it is. Anytime you work on electric tools, especially if there's a blade involved, make sure it's unplugged. Now I know this is unplugged because right here is the cord. And you might want to do this, just double check, you can't double check too many times. But this blade, or this particular Dewalt that we're working on, here's the model number. It's a DW745. That's this particular one. But I think this process of changing this blade is pretty common amongst especially all Dewalts. So to start with, you want to get rid of this cover right here, this yellow cover. So we got ourselves a Phillips screwdriver and there's 4 screws in here we want to take out. Well, I just learned it. Silly me. You don't need to take these screws out. See, that's what happens when you don't read the directions and you just start doing stuff. Basically, all you do is see this little key thing here. You turn it. If it's a little on the tight side, you can put like a little penny or a screwdriver, straight screwdriver in here to turn it. See, that says lock and unlock. Turn it to unlock, stick your finger in this hole here, and you can just take this cover right off. So easy. You might be asking, well then why have these screws in here then? How that is, these screws is a self-leveler to make it level to the table itself. So that's what they're for. So we'll get rid of this. Let's take a look down in here. What do we got going on? I will get rid of this. Get this out of our way. We got a nut down here on this side. So basically over here on this side, the right side, you got tools right here. If you take this wing nut off, and you have 2 wrenches in here. You will take the one that's the open end on here, stick it down on the left side, and you spin the blade until it gets tight and let it rest down against the tabletop. To make this job just a little bit easier, you'll want to crank it up as high as it'll go. Now I did have it up a good bit, but I think it'll make it a little easier to get into. And then use the closed end. Ugh, man, is that ever tight. How are we going to get that? Well, I tried earlier, but I'm going to try to use a crescent wrench. But you have to be careful when you do this, make sure you have this set so you're not stripping the nut rounding off the edge. Now I had to set it down on the floor or on the ground on the pavement here instead of up here like I'd like it, because it was so hard to break loose. So that way I could put my knee up against here, my foot up against here. Now I already broke it loose and I had to get some more leverage. And was it ever tight? It's still tight. Ah, wow. There, we finally got it broke loose. Unreal how tight that was. Thing to keep in mind, which way is the teeth turning? It actually turns counterclockwise based on where you're standing. If you're standing in the front, it turns this way. So make sure when you put the other one on that it's the same direction. There, just jerk a little bit and this blade comes right out like that. Now here's the old blade I took off. Here it turns out it's a 10-inch. Well, what I ended up picking up was a 8 1/4 inch. Will that work? How did I do that? Silly me, silly me. It actually will work, only if this hole, which is called an arbor, is the same distance. This one here is 5/8 inch diameter hole. This one is a 5/8, it says right there, 5/8 hole. Basically, any size diameter blade you want to put on here will work just fine as long as this hole is the right size. You don't want it to be too big or too small. And then mind you, make sure it's turning in the right direction. We got a big arrow right here, and here there's a big arrow as well. Make sure they match. You stick them on here. Now I'm putting in a 7 1/4. You probably noticed there was a 10-inch. I had this 7 1/4 on my circular saw, and these things are, you know, pretty expensive, 30 bucks or more, and I didn't want to buy a 10-inch whenever I knew this could work. Basically all difference is you can't cut through the thickness, and all I'm doing is cutting through 1-inch plastic, so that's all I need it for. And then I'll take this off and then put a 10-inch for wood back on. So you basically want to put this back on the way you took it off. Put the open end wrench on the back side again. But now it'll be flipped onto this side. Now I'm going to use my adjustable wrench instead. Sometimes it's just better to use your own tools. And so just go ahead and snug that up. Don't want to strip it out. And then you will put this back on the way you took it off. Turn it to lock. And there you got it. That wasn't hard, was it? This is the first time I ever did something like this, so I don't want to make it sound like I'm a pro or something. But that's what I like to do. I like to share what I learn, and maybe you can learn something as well. So give this video a thumbs up on your way out if you saw it helpful to you, and we will see you on the next project.